So, hello, welcome back to another episode of the Self-Development with Tactics podcast. I do really hope that everything is fine and that everything is working rather well. Today I'm willing to go again through the Huberman Labs podcast, neural network newsletter, yes, because I've noticed that the audio of the previous episode was kind of broken for whatever reason. I really hope though that today it is fine, today it is good, today it is acceptable. I'm just having a look at the audio things. Hello? Doesn't go over hello it, which is interesting. Well, anyway, I'm willing to go through that once again because I think it may not be the kind of best one that I have ever seen. Why is this having like a bit of opacity? I don't know, for whatever reason OBS is not working as it should be recently. I feel like, at least. Are there any filters? No, there are no filters. Is it because of this? Well, no, it's still a bit dark. Anyway, I hope that this is fine. I hope it is good and readable. We went through static stretching and everything was quite fine. Everything was okay. So the Pnf stretching. The nervous system and muscles are in constant communication to keep joints and limbs within a safe range of motion, because we would probably tear apart. It kind of is the same thing as with our jaw. Our jaw is so strong that we could basically, theoretically, crush our own teeth with them. And our brain is preventing us from doing so, which is great, amazing. I love that. I like that. It's super good. One such safety mechanism is the presence of intrafusal spinal fibers that communicate muscle stretch to the spinal cord and brain. If a stretch becomes excessive, e.g. arms swinging uncomfortably far behind your back, the spinal fibers activate specific motor neurons that cause the associated muscles to rapidly contract, thereby bringing muscles/joints back to normal range of motion. Another protective mechanism is provided by the Golgi tendon organs, which are the GTOs, which sense the amount of load or tension on a muscle. If GTOs sense too high of a load, i.e. trying to move something too heavy, the GTOs will communicate to the spinal cord and inhibit the motor neuron's ability to contract the muscle, thereby preventing possible injury. PNF, or proprioceptive neuromuscular facilitation stretching, leverages these mechanisms to actually increase flexibility. So PNF, also called contract relaxed stretching, combines stretching and contracting of muscles to increase joint range of motion and, in some cases, contractile strength. So listen here to learn more about the underlying mechanisms. And so here's a basic PNF routine, which sounds really great. What is going on? I really hope that the recording is fine. So apparently the audio is fine. For whatever reason, the picture is like really blown out. Maybe I can fix that really quickly. Why can't I white balance? Oh, yeah, that's no good. Brightness. It is rather strange, to be honest. Because, I mean, this... Okay, never mind. Never actually mind. It is a bit strange. Is it because of my head? Maybe? No. It's still blown out as fuck. White balance is okay. Backlight. This might be the issue. Yes. This is definitely the issue. And going down a bit there as well. Now it is rather fine. I think, at least. Yes. Now it works a bit better. Sorry for the inconveniences. I'm going ahead. Everything should be fine. I could actually have a look at the file again and see whether, for whatever reason, it is darker than it should be. So the background, maybe I have to make this update or do this update to make sure everything is fine. And I have noticed that the audio is indeed a bit broken, in terms of a bit too loud, I think. The protocol, the Pnf Stretching protocol, antagonistic muscle groups. The whole purpose of this is having, for example, an extender and a contractile muscle. So for example, I'm having the biceps and I'm having the triceps. Those are antagonistic muscles because they work in opposite ways. When I'm flexing my biceps, I'm stretching the triceps. And when I'm flexing my triceps, I'm stretching my biceps. People that are in the whole gym thing, gym community, whatever, they probably know about splits, combining antagonistic muscle groups. So for example, you're doing back and chest and so on and so forth, or biceps and triceps, or legs, front and or the back, and so on and so forth. There is of course some crossover activation of antagonistic muscles, but this alternating of push and pull movement sets can be very effective nonetheless. The relaxation occurs using some of the same mechanisms described above, where spindle fibers are released in the triceps, causing relaxation of the muscle, while the GTOs become activated in the biceps. This phenomenon is termed autogenic inhibition, where the contraction of one muscle group relaxes the antagonistic muscle group. This would allow the chest, shoulders, and triceps a period to relax while the biceps are actively engaged, and for your back and biceps to relax during your pushing exercises. This is, of course, some crossover activation of yada, yada, yada. Protocol number 3, antagonistic muscle group training. And that is quite it. There is a now I get it. This is the Pnf protocol. You can download it there. I think it is a PDF as far as I remember. I have downloaded it, but it's what it is. But I still wonder why. Properties, automatic, capture cursor. I still wonder why it is so dark. And it is not that bad. Don't get me wrong, but I would like to fix that. And I don't know why. I really don't know why. Because everything should be rather okay. It is strange. For whatever reason, OBS is definitely not working as it should be. It is good software though. There are many things you can do, many things that work really well. But for whatever reason on my new computer, it doesn't work as great. The last episode, and this is probably one of the reasons why I'll let it there. I was on a website. Stretchies, yes, of course. On the self.com website, there are a ton of different stretches, also with a bit of an explanation on what it stretches as far as I know and how to do it. There we go, how to do it and what it stretches, which is really great. I think it can be really useful for people that do not really know many stretches. There we're having the figure 4 stretch that I actually don't know. Of course, sometimes one just might not know what it is called, the stretch, but definitely knows how to do it. And so on and so forth. There are many, many, many stretches. Let's maybe have a look at benefits of stretches or stretching. Let's see what the Mayo Clinic is saying, and let's also turn down the volume. Exercise is important, but what about stretching? Does stretching take a backseat to your exercise routine? not so fast. Stretching may help you improve your range of motion and decrease your risk of injury, among other benefits. Understanding why stretching can help and how to stretch correctly. The benefits of stretching, I'll go to the bullet points. Improve your performance in physical activities, decrease your risk of injuries, help your joints move through the full range of motion, as also Andrew Huberman pointed out. Increase muscle blood flow, enable your muscles to work most effectively, and improve your ability to do daily activities, especially when people are old, I would argue. I think we all would really have this 10% of more range of motion when we are old, when we are, about to get old or whatever. I think we all would really love that and love to have that. Stretching essentials. Don't consider stretching a warm-up. You may hurt yourself if you stretch cold muscles before stretching. Warm up with light walking, jogging, or biking at low intensity for 5 to 10 minutes. Even better, stretch after your workout when your muscles are warm. Consider skipping stretching before an intense activity such as sprinting or track and field activities. Some research suggests that pre-event stretching may actually decrease performance. Research also has shown that stretching immediately before an event weakens hamstring strength. Strive for symmetry. Everyone's genetics for flexibility are a bit different. Rather than striving for the flexibility of a dancer or gymnast, focus on having equal flexibility side to side, especially if you have a history of previous injury. Focus on major muscle groups, legs, back, chest, I would say, and probably abdominals, but and shoulders, they say, and neck. But I would argue that arms are not a major muscle group. Depends on your proportions though. Don't bounce. Hold your stretch about 30 seconds. You may need to hold for around 60 seconds as well in problem areas, as they point out. Don't aim for pain. Make stretches sport specific. Keep up with your stretching, as also Andrew Huberman pointed out. It is better to have a multitude of different sessions throughout the week than 2 sessions where you're crushing your muscles, basically. Bring movement into your stretching. Gentle movements such as those in Tai Chi, Pilates, or yoga can help you be more flexible in specific movements. These types of exercises can also help reduce falls FALLS in older adults. I didn't know about that, to be honest. I was not aware about it, that it might prevent that. Know when to exercise caution if you have chronic condition or an injury. So, stretch. Have you seen actually anything? There you go. Bit better. With that being said, I'm hopefully going to see you next time. So, bye-bye.